Hello guys, this is just a short, quick tutorial, nothing fancy, no special effects, no nothing like that, for using the Bethesda, blah, can never pronounce it right, Bethesda archive extractor, which is usually for the BSA files for Skyrim. In most cases, I mean like most mods you'll see around, like on Nexus and stuff, there are going to be loose files, where basically you download the mod, you open it up, then there's all the files, you can see them, you can edit them, you can zip it up, re-add it to Nexus Mod Manager, add it, your changes will be saved, all that stuff. But for some mods, that are compressed like that with the, into the BSA files from the creation kit, then you will want to actually extract them before you can, do anything fancy with them, or do anything with them, I should say. But for that, we're just gonna pretend like we're brand new, never done anything before, and I'll, just for those of you who actually haven't, just so I'll walk you through it. But links right here, from seeing from this thread. But if you aren't super good with that, I'll grab you. It's really easy. It's just Nexus. But yeah, then you're just going to search for BSA. That's going to pop it right up. And which one is it? I always start by most downloaded. There it is. It's the top one. Although, just double check here. Okay, yep, this is the one. B.A.E, which is short for the archive extractor. And, obviously you're going to download it. Download manually. I'll go through this. I already have it installed and downloaded, but just pretend like, it's downloading or whatever. Then you go to, let's pretend, let's pretend I installed it, did all that. But then you're going to have, let me find it here. And my Skyrim, everything's a mess. I've never sorted or organized or anything. It's one of these here. Okay, so when you first download, you're going to have the BSA. This is what you're going to have, and you're obviously just going to you can copy that, copy paste it somewhere else you want, or you can just create a shortcut. README is here, really simple, just like that. Although obviously, for special edition, it's going to be in the special edition folder. And now for actually using it, that's the easy part. But I'm doing the guy just for here. Give me 1 second. Trying to think of a mod or something I have that actually has BSA files, because I usually, I don't mind the size or anything, so I usually extract them, then recombine them, then re-add them to Nexus Mod Manager. Oh, and my Skyrim background or desktop background. While we're waiting for that, I'll show you the desktop. It's like like kind of making fun of it, with how I'm not sure how many of you have actually played all the ESO games, but it's like like all this, like we're the big, like 18th month of fire, thanks to my talent for diplomacy, all that. And then this is Oblivion to kill 10 bears, and Skyrim to kill 10 bears. Okay, but yeah, I'm just, like I said, I didn't do any preparation for this video, so you have to bear with me for some parts. I probably could have, but I'm lazy. Plus, besides, if I did that, then I'd never actually get it done. And for those of you who are watching this from my Skyrim Social Edition mod, or not mod, guide, the guide to like how to install Nexus mods. Lost my train of thought there. Okay, so yeah, at this point, I'm just going to pick Sophia. That's the mod the guy in the thread was asking about specifically, and and it's the one I know does have the BSA files. So Sophia. And obviously, just as a reference for for you guys, you might have your Skyrim mod set up differently, rather than like you might have some mods stored out of Nexus, than some that you have added to Nexus. But for the most part, it doesn't matter any of that. It just matters as long as you know where where to find it on your hard drive, and then you can obviously do it easier. But I'm rambling, trying to make this short. So here's the mod. We're going to extract it. I already have extracted it, but just for old time's sake, I'll extract it again here. And I'm not finding it there, so pretend, use the magic of your imagination to pretend that I extracted that Sophia zip file. Just pretend I extracted that, and it's going to be okay. See, so pretend I extracted that, then I'm going to have this, Sophia, and ignore these because these are the ones I have customized and shit. But then it's going to be data, and then you're going to have, and darn it, see, I'm going to have to report it or redo it because I made all the changes to mine. So give me 1 second, I'm going to pause the video. I lied, I'm not going to pause it. Too much work. Okay, I found it. Here we go, guys. So this is what you're going to have downloaded, from Nexus or whatever kind of mod. You're going to extract it. For that, I'm just going to pick my desktop just for ease of this video. Once it's extracted, open it up. And now keep in mind, you'll have BSA browser open right here. And then to actually, use it, you're going to go up here in the editor, copy, Control C, then click on open. And then, you can do it, you can place it up here like that, but I always just do that. And then open, and then you're going to have these two, which, there's no reason to not extract both, but like if you're low on space, you can only, you can only extract the ones you actually need, but if you aren't sure which ones you would need, then I'd recommend extracting them all. But for this one, we're just going to do this one, Sophia follower, attempt to open anyway, and that one failed, so I might have made a mistake here. I might need to restart this video if I can't find what I did wrong here. Okay, I think this is the right one because this one's going to be newer. Or no, see, I don't know, but this is B.A.E. This is the one I was wanting you guys to get. This is the one you're going to be using. So just pretend I never talked about that one. Pretend you extracted it. This is what you'll have. That was 100% my bad. Wrong extractor. But then you're going to open file and paste. Whoops. And it was this one, I believe. Yep. So just copy that address. Then you're going to be extracting, whichever ones you need, like I discussed. That shows what you have. And now if you want to get really specific, like only export, like certain meshes, or like not export meshes, stuff like that, you don't have to. But if you are planning on extracting everything, making your changes, then repacking it and re-adding it to your Nexus Mod Manager as a mod, then I do recommend extracting them all, because then it'll be compressing them all back into a zipped file. And we're going to choose desktop. And it's extracting, really simple. It's extracted. Now I don't believe it does show you them, so you'll have to, manually go into where you extracted them to, which for me would be oops, this one. And then here you'll have it. You'll have your meshes, like for character. And for Sophia, actually, I believe it's the textures one is the one you'd want to actually be changing. But that's it in a nutshell, just to extract it. And then once you've made your changes, you can leave it as is and zip it back up. Like to re-add it to Nexus Mod Manager. And if you do that, then don't forget to add it from File, from Nexus Mod Manager. It's right here. Add mod from File. And once that's set, you'll have two of them in an assign section, right here. And then you'll obviously just be activating that and installing it as you would normally. Then running your, run loot again, bash patch, all that fun stuff, and you're good to go. This tutorial was a bit longer than I hoped, but I hope it's self-explanatory. Nothing too hard. Thanks, and have a good one. Bye-bye.